This is Rock Girl Kimi with FM99, and I'm here with Skillet's John Cooper.
Woo!
All right. So right now you are touring with Sick Puppies. Can you tell me a little bit more about the tour?
Well, first of all, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And people need to come see this tour. We are having a great time. By the way, Rock Girl Kimi is a great name for. It's so simple and cute. You should keep it. Rock Girl Kimi. I like that.
Rock Girl Kimi. Thank you.
Yeah, we really are having a great time. We played with Sick Puppies a few times over the last 5 years, and I've always been a fan of the band. So we finally got to, actually hook up.
Yeah.
And it's just going so great. Lots of sellouts. People are coming and just having a great time. Sometimes you never know how a band is going to mesh together on a tour, even if they're all good bands. Mm-hmm. It could be, just a very different vibe. And I think we have a similar thing. I've noticed that with a few bands like Shinedown. We've been on tour Shinedown opening for them, of course, for several times. And we have got a similar vibe as well. So when you're with good people, it makes the whole show feel just uplifting. So I keep getting all these tweets from people. They're really funny because it sounds like, I don't know how to describe it. It sounds kind of cheesy or sappy. People are like, I just feel so good after the show. I feel uplifted. And but I do think it's that way. I think the band members are really cool and everybody gets along great and fans are happy. That's all I want. Fans happy, man.
And speaking of your fans, I personally had a great time at your Soundcheck that we just had a few minutes ago, the Soundcheck Party, and I loved your involvement with, your fans and how you were just touching bases on that. Do you do that with every show?
Yeah, I think that it might be something that might be a little unique about a Skillet show. I'm not saying no one does it. I'm saying I think that it might be, I think it might be something that people see more in country music. If you've ever seen a country music show, it's a little more storytelling involved and a little bit more, the fan. I really like that. Again, there are other bands that do that. I think Shinedown is a band that is very in touch with their fans as well. So yeah, like last night, in our VIP, we get letters from people, and the girl wrote us a letter about her life story, which was just tragic, and how our music has helped her and where she's come from. And so, I dedicated a song to her. I know her name because she gave me the letter, and I got to read it. And I think people are like, I've never seen that at a show. And for me, I'm like, really? That's what you do for your fans. So I guess it is a little unique. I think it's that personal touch that helps people connect, not just with the song, but with a band for life. And I'm a fan of bands for life. I'll always be a Metallica fan, and I don't want to just jump on whatever's new. I always want to be a Metallica fan and a fan of something new. So yeah, I think that's maybe a little different for us.
All right. So you just released a new album, Unleashed. You have a single right now, Feel Invincible. We have been playing it nonstop on our station.
Awesome.
So can you tell me a little bit more about the song and what motivated you to write this song?
Sure, I'd love to. Oh, see, I'm getting all pumped up.
I see. That's
Thanks
awesome.
for playing our song, guys. I love it. We get high fives.
High
I feel it. Oh.
Invincible.
Good job. Rock Girl Kimi's killing it up in here. She need to come on stage and take my job with like a tambourine. And never mind.
Do the tambourine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why tambourine popped in my. All right. Anyway. What was the question?
Our question
Oh,
is,
yes.
what
was the song?
motivated you for the song? And tell me a little bit more about it.
I wanted to kind of. Let me say this. Let me kind of make it broader if I can. I'd like to just say broad term of what I wrote. The record. The record was meant to be very much a departure from Skillet Records, in which Skillet Records typically, I write about a lot of world things happening, problems you see in the world, personal issues, things that, a lot of times our records are very heartfelt, cerebral, and I really wanted to do a record that was just fun to listen to. I was like, you know what, I want to dumb it down a little bit. I want to write some fight songs. We all know all the crap going on in the world. It's so bad and it's so hard to take that maybe we'll make a record that's an escape from that. So Invincible was meant to be a song about finding that thing in your life that gets you through turning on the news and finding out the next shooting and the next riot and the next ISIS attack and the next hateful thing that's been said on the news, So it was meant to be that. So I was pulling in pieces of the verse of Feel Invincible says, target on my back, lone survivor last. So it was meant to be a little bit of alluding to ISIS, that there are people that are obviously literally running for their lives from those territories, and they're targeting all sorts of people. It's so terrible what's happening. And not just Christians, Jews. They're targeting everybody that's not like them. And it's such a terrible thing. So I didn't want to write a song about that, but I wanted to include it in the feeling that you have of every day I'm trying to survive. But also it can be for us here in America, trying to survive with race relations, something that desperately needs to be worked on in our country. So it's talking about those things, but also a fight song to have something to believe in to get you through those difficult times.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So touring in general, you are considered one of the hardest working bands. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We were hardworking out of necessity because we had no radio hits for a long time. If you want to be successful in this business, you need radio hits. So all the people out there going, what advice do you have for me? You got to write something good. That's it. It's writing something that a mass amount of people like is really hard, especially if you want to hopefully do something unique. And Skillet, I think, was always probably good. We were better at being unique than we were writing something that everybody would hear and be, yes, I agree with that. But what we did do very well was we tour. Our live show is very energetic, very compelling with fans. And there was this growing fan base of people. In 2010, we were the number, according to Billboard.com, we were the number 7th hardest working band in the world. And I think just connecting with those fans, doing those shows over and over, coming back, giving them what they want, singing about things that those people were passionate about, it made them feel like that we were their band. You know that feeling like before Chemical Romance really blew up. Chemical Romance was a band that it had all those kids going, that's my band, We were a band like that for a long time until I think we wrote the song Monster, which became a radio song, and it really kind of took us above and beyond. So I think the thing for Skillet is always walking that line, trying to write songs that Feel Invincible, that mass amounts of people hopefully like, but also keeping true to who we are and writing songs for people that maybe feel they don't have a voice and we're their band. So that's what I try to do.
All right. So can you also tell me maybe one of your favorite memories? I understand that you guys have been together for 20 years now. Is that right?
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know, and I look so young, right?
Yes, you do.
That's what you were thinking. I knew it.
That is what I was thinking. You got it.
Yep. I always know. Yes. I can't believe, honestly, I can't believe we've been around 20 years. I never would have dreamt it. Starting the band, the only people that are around for 20 years are people that got so big when they came out.
Right.
They have these classic hits, and we weren't that band, so we're very lucky. Favorite memories. These are very heavy, but hopefully people will still like hearing them. But, I met about 2 years ago, a woman came to a show, and this is so sad. So I was warning for everybody. It's so terribly sad, but her daughter had died in a car crash, and she was saying her daughter loved Skillet. She was buried in her Skillet shirt, and her mom showed me a picture of her grave. I posted it on my Instagram page. You can look at it. John L. Cooper is my Instagram. I posted it about 2 years ago, but her gravestone had Skillet lyrics on it. It has her name and Skillet lyrics down it, and she comes to shows. So I just saw her again 3 weeks ago, the mom. She came, and every time we play in the area, she comes early, and she buys 30 Skillet CDs, and she goes and she gives them out into the crowd, before to the line of people. Very amazing to me that our music would do that to someone. I never expected that. Those are always my favorite memories, meeting someone who says our songs saved their life and they've got Skillet tattoos, things like that. That was a very powerful one, probably.
Absolutely.
A little heavy, but I can't believe that music is so powerful, but I can't believe that my song did it, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Your band name Skillet, where did that come from? Where did that derive from?
All right, this is really silly and stupid. For one thing, I do have to blame it a little on the 90s, because people, if you think back to the 90s, it was kind of like the weirder the name, the better. Pearl Jam was a really weird name. Korn, is a weird name. Cornwort, because it was spelled weird, and the backwards R made it seem really dark. And Skillet is another line of weird 90s names. But we called it that because when we started, we were all from different bands. And it was a friend of mine that said, hey, I think you would work good with this guitar player from this other band in town. You guys should do a side project and then find a drummer from another band, and mix it up. And I said, okay. And he goes, you know what? It'd be funny. It'd be like cooking, taking all these ingredients and throwing it all in a big... Oh,
Ooh.
You see what I'm doing here? I'm getting crazy. Throw it in a big skillet is what he said. And then somebody said, that'd be funny. You should name it Skillet. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It won't last very long.
Yeah. That's great. It stuck, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
All right. This was Rock Girl Kimi with FM99, and we have been here with John Cooper. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Absolutely. It's great talking to you. Thanks to all the people watching, and keep rocking with Skillet. Keep killing it.
You want to sit back in the chairs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on. I got to figure out how to do this. This is...
I know that we have these fun little chairs here. Let's see if we can recline.
Push it, or is there like a button?
Ooh! Look at that.
Why are you smarter than me? Hold on. You know why? Wait. Oh,
dun, dun, dun.
I had to have help.
We gotta kick
I'm
back
not
before the
even
show.
joking.
We're just gonna hang out here before the show, right?
This is if my kids walked in, they would laugh because my kids always say this is like. I think in their minds, all I do is sleep on the couch all the time. It's not true and it's not fair. I'm throwing it out there. Feels pretty good though.
It feels pretty good.
All we need now is a remote control and some PlayStation.
Oh, I'm down for that.